Yeah, Silva, she just blew my mind. She just blew my mind. I absolutely loved it. I loved every bit of it, and I love the integrity behind it. By her making that motherfucking book free, even though think that she deserved money, like I might even go buy a physical copy to show support for her overcoming that, but she made that motherfucking free. Nobody can say shit. That was classy. That was the right motherfucking way to do it. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. I had to come and speak about it. And she confirmed so much what I said. And I really appreciate that on a deep spiritual level, because it's hard doing spiritual work sometimes. It's hard to even trust your own intuition sometimes. It's really hard. And I even struggle with even charging to do readings, because for a long time I just did readings, for free out of the kindness of my heart. And I did energy work for free. I cleansed people's homes. I cleansed people. I do candle work. I did all of that stuff for free for a very long time, but it's just not sustainable, you know. And our light workers really have to be appreciated. A lot of us would prefer to use our spiritual gifts to be able to be taken care of and secure, because that's where our passion is. So I do this because of my passion to help people in the way that I'm best at. This is my gift. So I did wanted to, I took some notes when she was talking, and I wanted to go over some of my past readings to match up to what she was saying. She gave so much details, and it was facts, and she didn't get derailed. What she said about Eligio, about him traveling to other dimensions and controlling and manipulating energy to get what he wants, is a motherfucking fact. It's a fact. When I first started my blog, you could go back and you could see, I could barely even do it. I took a long break, and I came back, and I was like, yo, I did some healing. I did a cleanse, and now I'm back, and I'm stronger, and I protected myself. Because when I first started my blog, I was being hit by energy that was draining me severely, and it was messing with my mind. So I had to step away from it, especially when I did the reading on Pisces. I had to step away for a moment, and I had to go cleanse. And during my cleansing, that's when I realized that he reads my blog. And not just him, but Velvet too. Now, he keeps it private and secret from the other members, because a lot of shit that I say is facts. I don't just read the cards, but I have visuals of what is happening. I can hear a conversation sometimes. So that's why I'm just going to go over. Let me get my charger. Okay, so the first reading I did on Sybil some time back, I said that she was fed up. She was ready to walk out the motherfucking door. And that was a fact. But like I said, Eligio, he reads my blog. And he will read it. And he know that other people are reading it too. So he would read it. And then the next day, he made her get on camera to seem as if she is happy to be there. And she not leaving. He also did that to a lot of the other members. That's why, like, you could see me being affected by this energy as I was doing my blog, because like he kept trying to throw energy at me, but I was strongly spiritually protected. I don't give a fuck. And if you keep fucking with me, like, I would just send that shit back tenfold. And I ain't really trying to do that because it would affect the other people. When he not happy, when he getting his karma, he take that out on the other members. So I'm telling you, it's that narcissistic demon. For real. You know, I have my own spirituality and my own way of looking at the spiritual realm. I'm not religious. So if you ever hear me talking about Jesus or demons or, you know, even God for that matter, please don't attach it to a religious aspect or text. I'm just trying to explain that energy. Yeah, so let's just go down the line here. Hold on. Okay. So it's still recording. Now I'm going to start out and I'm going to go back to the first reading I did on Siba and what I said. Okay. I wasn't calling her Siba. I was calling her immortal Earth. Now, you can also see, like, okay, this was on June 29th. This is on June 29th. I actually got distracted from this reading and I had to go and do like another cleanse and come back. So when I was reading on her, I said, how is she feeling about carbonation? This was June 29th. So I was saying that I think she left. If she's still there, she is thinking about leaving. She feels hindered and really in her emotions about it. She is not about that life. She is curious and alert. She one of those people that pay attention to body language. It's something going on over there, and it's a lot of fights and blame. They not at peace over there. That energy is strong. A lot of disappointment and dissatisfaction. I have to take a moment. I think this information will be out soon. I had to take a moment because I was picking up on that energy and what she was feeling. And it was hitting me hard. It was hitting me hard. So when she said that, when she seen the stuff that happened, it really traumatized her. I was feeling that trauma when I was doing this particular reading. So I came back later on the same day, finishing up the reading. Okay, and I said they are fighting about money. I think she left or 1 foot out the door. She is angry, but trying to repress it. I keep getting a feeling that she didn't know who Eligio was, but once she saw his true colors, she started to plan to leave. June 29th. It's not turning out how she planned. it. She put a lot of hope into Hawaii. She did. She really was hopeful. She really, I was picking up on a feeling like she really didn't know who he was. I know a lot of people, they say stuff like, all the stuff that's on the internet, she should have did her research, yada, yada, yada. But you have to understand how energy works. He has a strong intentions, and because of that, he can mess up your perception. It's strong, and he know how to use it. And if you really go back and you read my blog or even listen to my audios on them, I could feel that energy, and it kind of mess up your perception of him. It's almost like he projects this layer of charisma around him, and it makes you want to like him, and it makes you want to be empathetic towards him. He know how to mentally project that. So when you read it on him, you have to cut through that just to get to the core. Because it's not like in that projection of him to make you feel sorry for him. He also projects his trauma. So when you dig in within his aura field, you are feeling and experiencing and seeing his trauma. And it makes you want to be empathetic towards him. The only reason I could really stay on tags is because I'm a person that been through a lot of trauma. And I chose not to be like that. He has to be accountable. There's no excuse, no matter what happened to him. Because a lot of bad things happen to him, but he has to be held accountable. I said what she thinks about Eligio now. And I said that she thinks that he is childish. He's not good with money. He is nothing like he said he is. I said I pulled the devil card reverse. He is just weak to her. I said this on June 29th. She confirmed that shit. He is always looking for a new scheme. She just over it. She was over that shit. Then, but after I post this, he made her do a video. And you see how that's his way of changing people's perception as well. He know that people are reading my blog. So if he could do something to change their perception, like, look, she said that this was happening, but this is the truth. This is really what's happening. And he does that with everybody. You know, after anybody come out with information like this, what he does, he makes a video. He makes somebody get on camera to prove that they really are happy. But the real ones know, well, I'm not going to say the real ones, but the people that are aware, especially there's a strong spiritual community just within this energy. I was just talking about that with someone, so I'm going to ask her for permission first. You're probably listening to this, but for me to mention that conversation, if you like. I won't mention your name though, but I want permission. So what else I said? Why did she join Carbonation? She thought did to stop my recording. I just got a phone call. See? Those damn interruptions. Okay, so she thought Eligio loved her. That's what he was telling her. She is used to men wanting her, and she thought this would be the same. She was taken advantage of. She's, as you can see in the video that she just put out, you could tell that she's, I believe her zodiac sign is a Capricorn. She definitely give me that strong earth energy. But she is very confident in herself. You can't be playing Capricorn women like that. There's somebody else, Tori. I believe she's a Capricorn too. I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart. I know what that energy feels like. We just got a lot of confidence in ourselves. We value certain things about ourselves that is grounded and spiritual in a sense. So so at the end I put my spiritual thoughts. I don't even remember what I said right here, but I said that she has to find her real value. Oh, so I was talking some deep shit, huh? Which is her soul. She was always looking outside herself for validation. If it's not a man, it's money, and you will always find disappointment in that. It's our ideal of wants and desires that make us feel heavy. But society taught us to put our values in the wrong things. When you're in tune with your spirit, you start to feel gratitude for all you have. That also brings peace to you. You have to be honest with yourself about what you need. If you want a partner, feel about the qualities that are compatible with what you need. Someone with compassion, someone with integrity, someone who fills your being with so much love that you become love. That's a fact, man. If you've been hurt, you might not think it's possible, but it is. If you have doubts in your spirit, then focus on your healing and become a beautiful spirit. So you can be on a frequency of what you are trying to find. After that, get on your witchy shit. But heal first. Or you be creating tower moments like Velvet. She is working magic on low vibrational bullshit. Man, I was speaking facts. And that's all it will bring. Bullshit. Take moments and fill your soul with gratitude. Beautiful. So I think I will save the readings that I'm reading from and put them in a blog post so everybody can see it and go back and read it yourself, because I really don't want to reread everything. Okay, so I was taking some notes. This is going to be a long podcast, just letting you know. On some of the points that she made, and I wanted to go back like in my readings and just review some of my predictions. So the first thing I wrote is him beating on Velvet. I recently released a blog post about the energy, and in it I was very detailed and very graphic because I wanted to paint the picture of what I was seeing, what spirit was showing me, and it was disgusting. Okay, like I was past crying. I wanted to throw up. It was disgusting. Like it hurt me to see it. It did. And I really wanted to paint the picture because it's serious. It's serious. I'm telling you. it is serious. He is losing control when it comes to beating on her. Like, I'm surprised she ain't, like, it's crazy. It's sad. It's ridiculous. Because Eligio is a coward. He's such a coward. The fact that he could feel powerful to be in on little ass Velvet is sick. He's a bully, and it's sadistic. The things that I've seen and what he do to her. It's nasty, y'all. Like, she explained some of it, but it's more to it. It's nasty, y'all. It gets really bad. It get really bad. And I had to shut off. I had to shut it off, man. Like, the families need to get involved again. I understand their frustration. I really do. But this is a person that is psychologically abused as well. She's not completely in her right mind. She doesn't have all her mind. That deprogramming, she needs to be deprogrammed. She needs to be put into, I mentioned this before in a reading that I did. Let me see if I can find it. No, it was a podcast that I did. I remember that I mentioned that Velvet would have to go to one of those women shelters and get counseling, because it's like an addiction. There was a woman speaking in the background when Sybil was speaking, and I'm getting the feeling like maybe that was her therapist, or maybe it was an echo or something like that. But there was a woman speaking in the background. I mean, y'all heard it too, right? Because it could have been spirit, and I'm thinking that I heard an actual person. So let me know. All right, so beating on Valve, asking Malia to wait. So in my most recent podcast, I mentioned in a reading that he does this often. Like, ask Malia to wait because he likes the way she perform. And when I say perform, I'm saying she's performing. She don't feel comfortable having sex with him. There's moments that she like it, but she's just so uncomfortable because she's in fear. So her main focus is to perform so he can hurry up and orgasm. That's what it is. Eliana watching her mom being beaten like that, and how it's affecting her. I mentioned that a few times. I think that was in my like older readings. I don't even know if I want to go that far back, but let me check and see if I can find it. Okay, I found it, and I found it pretty damn quick because I did this on June 27th. I did this reading, and it was on Velvet and Eligio parenting. This is pretty interesting, so I might read this whole thing. I'm waiting for it to load. Okay, does Val like being a mother? I say the first card I pulled was Empress Reverse, and that's a definite no. She doesn't like the lifestyle around her daughter. She doesn't like her seeing the abuse. She loves her child, but she is not mature enough yet for the responsibility. She's not, man. One of the reasons she wants to leave Eligio is for baby Ellie. She is aware of the negative effects this can have on her child, and that's why Ellie is also abusive towards the other babies, because she sees it, so she repeats it. And Velvet sees this, and she knows where it's coming from, so it hurts her to see it. It does. Like, I'm getting these visuals now. Like, sometimes baby Ellie could be very mean to the other children. Very mean, because she sees it. And Velvet sees it and her daughter, and it almost scares her. So this can have, oh, wait. Yeah, the negative effects this can have on her child, but she keeps hoping for change. Child. And say that she too caught up in chasing a man. She really is. Is she concerned about baby Ellie, safety around Eligio? And I say yes, for multiple reasons. She has a concern about security and being in a stable environment. She also has a concern about his lack of control around beautiful women. She thinks about how pretty her child will be when she grows up, and she represses the ideal of him being attracted to baby Ellie. Oof. But it swims in her subconscious. She has made up her mind that it's the final straw. I thought that I also mentioned, I did, I remember, I mentioned in the part 2. So how Eligio feel about baby Ellie? Baby Ellie is unique to him. And it is centered around the way she looks. He feels like she his most beautiful child, and he puts value in that. He thinks that baby Ellie will be a female version of him, and he is interested in how that will turn out. He is very impressed by her birth chart. He likes being a parent just because he helps create them. He feels like he is special, so his children will be too. You know, I'm thinking about his son right now. I don't know why. I think that sometime recently his son, or a child of his visit him. And it's some things that that child seen. This is an older child I'm seeing. It's some things that that child seen that he was, I don't think he ever wants to be around Eligio again. Make sure I'm still recording. That would be so sad if I wasn't. Okay. He has another child that doesn't want to be around him because he's seen some things. He is also very intuitive. I'm talking about Eligio. Eligio is very intuitive. He also very psychic, and he also practices dark psychology, and he also, I mentioned this. I mentioned him being ritualistic during sex, and I think in my last podcast. So, will he ever be attracted to baby Ellie? I said I question if I should ask this. Please keep in mind that energy changes, because I was scared that it was going to come back to be yes, but it came out to be no. And I said, and baby Ellie will be like him and have a nasty attitude. He will see her as too masculine and as his karma. And she mentioned this. She mentioned baby Ellie is going to be the one that show him his karma. And I said this back on June 27th. It's true. That's a fact. I said that he will know that she is beautiful. So it's not like he blind to her beauty, but he's not going to be attracted to her. And I said, at least not right now. I said that for a specific reason because I was trying to get to that energy of future energy, which is hard. It's hard predict future things. It's hard to reach that energy. Sometimes you can get glimpses of it, but because we have free will and energy changes all the time, it's really hard to make future predictions that far in the future. Like when you're doing a reading on something that is soon, spirit will show you like this is the likely path and the outcome of whatever this person is asking based off where they at in their soul evolution right now and the decisions that they make. But that can change rapidly. So usually when I get readings and they come out with a negative outcome, I tell the person like, look, you could change this. You could change it. So I also did another part. I asked, I'm waiting for it to load. I asked, did Velvet hurt baby Ellie to get Eligio attention? And I said, I'm getting a yes. I forgot I said that. I thought I said no. But I said I'm getting yes, but knowingly and unknowingly. Okay, here it goes. Now, she mentioned that baby Ellie get caught up in the fights. And somebody else mentioned that too. So this is what I said, and this is back on the 27th of June. I said, I see their fights. I was having visuals of their fights. And when they start to fight, Vel will hold baby Ellie for stronger defense. Because he would try to maneuver. I seen him trying to maneuver around baby Ellie to hit Velvet. But he don't have no control. So yeah, baby Ellie get hurt sometimes. They both use Ellie as a bargaining tool. People don't understand how aware children are. I asked, did she pinch baby Ellie? And the answer is no, but I can see Eligio saying that to make the members think of her in a certain way. So he was telling the members, like, oh, she do stuff like this, oh, this, da, 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 to paint a picture of her to the members that are negative. And he do this so they will feel good about telling on her. So they can not trust her and always keep their eyes on her and report back to him if she do anything wrong. Okay, so how will this affect baby Ellie? Okay, I said this is helping to shape Ellie's personality. She will be stubborn and distrustful. She will be a bully, taking what she wants by force. She will be a hard worker, though. My mouth is getting dry. I'm having interruption. So I'm sorry if I start talking in a way that y'all can't understand me. It's just the energy. I think he might have did like some type of ritual or something to like put a blanket over his life so it'd be harder for people like me to see. Um, but he ain't too liked by spirit like that. So whoever purpose is of higher good, spirit's gonna show them whatever. You could do whatever the fuck you want. But whoever purpose of higher good, spirit is gonna work with that person to reveal you because you are doing shady stuff. And that just reminds me, I'm gonna come back to that. I wanna come back to when I see his guides. If y'all remember in readings before, I said when I see his guides, they don't look right. And that ties into what Sybil said about him going to other dimensions, astral traveling, manipulating energy. So, very interesting. So, let me finish this. I said that she will believe in fairness. She will not be happy with her mother's decisions, and there will be resentment there. She might even seek revenge on Vel. She will be equally, if not more, disappointed in her dad. She will view him as sadistic. Ellie will seem rebellious on the outside, but she is hurting from her upbringing. Eventually, she will try not to be like them. Spirit showed me that. So, now let me just go into some other notes that I took. My energy is feeling drained, y'all. I don't think I could go too much longer. I'm feeling real drained. So where was I? Okay, she mentioned a lot about him collecting souls. And if y'all know, if y'all go back to my blog, I mentioned that a lot. I mentioned that. And I remember somebody not too long ago, they wanted me to explain more on him collecting souls. But I thought I explained it pretty good because I feel like I mentioned it in a lot of the readings of him controlling people's souls and being an energy vampire. Oh, wait, there's one particular reading that I really got deep into it. And I think I just found it. See, Spirit is like, what you need, we got you. So as this particular blog is called My Spiritual Thoughts on Nature Boy Eligio. Child, I don't know if I got the energy to read all of this. Let me scan it. Y'all should go back and review that blog because I did find a link to the meaning of the name Eligio. And it was very interesting. And Spirit actually the one who showed it to me. So I think that is a good one to look at. I said that I also want to include that the way I talk and perceive things will not be a good fit for everyone. This year will expose him in a way that everybody will be able to see him. Yo, I said that when? May 25th. Spirit was showing me that he was going to be exposed this year. And look, I was going to say something. I was going to kind of tell on myself, but I ain't. After doing the readings on carbonation, I got a clear view of that energy. All 2020, Nature Boy would be exposed, and he will be exposed in a big way. If you want to get a good understanding of Nature Boy, I suggest you read the book Freshwater. Yo, when I tell you that, I don't even, I forgot that I was this detailed. because that is similar to his experience. He has no personality, no creativity, and no empathy. People assume he has no soul, but his soul is dormant. In one video, you can see him fluctuate from energy to energy. He has to absorb other people's energies, even to look like he has a personality. He takes ownership of their minds, creativity, and worth. The real nature boy will have to come out of that state and then grow up. Nature boy is consumed by the energies that abuse him, and he keeps that energy strong by playing out his trauma on other people. He carries low vibrations wherever he goes, and that is why he will always be kicked out of high vibrational areas. Always. Yo, I said this in May. In one video, he tells people you have to get them while they are young so he can fully manipulate them. Nature boy feels intimidated by grown people with big lights, like Siba. Within their spirit, he will see the light and afraid that it will expose him. I hope I'm sounding clearly to y'all, because I am drained, y'all. I am drained. It's a struggle. I might have to come with a part 2. He surrounds himself around naive people because they don't have the tools yet to overcome his black hole. Nature boy aura is like a black hole, y'all. And he will suck all he can use from you and leave you destitute. Yo, when spirit be showing me stuff, I want y'all to see it so y'all could understand it. I want y'all to feel it so y'all could understand and stay away from it. Okay, the only thing about experiencing him is the people that overcome him thrives. When you survive someone like him, you learn how to avoid people like him. Facts. Which gives you room to grow, y'all. I'm trying to talk lightly in case he reads this because he is fragile. Fuck him. I might skip that. Hold on, did I say something important? My voice is about gone. My battery is about done. I said that he is stunted at the age of 14. That's very specific. Spirit showed me that specifically. He has to stop feeding that energy to overcome it. He will have to be alone and fight what he is so afraid of. Nature boy has been or felt alone in many lifetimes, even with his spirit guides. It's not full with his family. And I recently got clarity on that, so I have to do a part 2. I said I also see spiritual work on him, but the wrong kind. Velvets. She been working on him. But it's some other people too. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. If you do spiritual work, do it on the people to help them wake up and get out of that situation, to free them. He creates his own hell. He's his own black hole. What worse can you do to him? You know, you could try to bound and control him. That might temporarily put him in jail, but what you're not understanding is that these people are so brainwashed that they willingly give them his energy. And because of that, he doesn't even have to work for it no more after a certain amount of abuse. They will just give it to him, and they will fight to free him. So they will use their light energy to overcome darkness for him. So you do spell work and magic to bind him, I'm sorry. They would just, as the light workers they are, deep down inside, they would use their light workers' abilities to help free him again. So, I said the work he needs to be done is a cleanse, exorcism, or banishing spell. People hate Nature Boy, but it's deeper than that. If you do spiritual work on him, make sure it's directed at the energies attached to him, not that abused child. Alright, I'm going to let y'all read the rest of this, because just reading this, I'm having a lot of flashes of just his childhood, because again, I'm penetrating his aura. So you feel that it makes you want to be empathetic towards him. It's a tactic. I don't give a fuck about it. It don't work on me, but I feel it, and it drains the shit out of me. I'm drained. So, like, my mouth hurts. And so messed up that he make them do spiritual work to protect him spiritually. Shit pisses me off, man. It does. But I'm gonna do a part 2. I took so many notes. I didn't even get to half of it. So I'm gonna also put this on YouTube, and yeah, I'm gonna also link the blogs that I just talked about in a blog post. So see y'all later.
That is a nice coffee cup.
Thank you. I made it.
You made it?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you.
Wow.